how many months? September, October, November. Does that 3-month hiatus? Which isn't too long, really, in the grand scheme of hiatuses. But yes, I'm back, and I wanted to say hi. January has been a interesting month for me. I feel like usually I'm so like, I don't know, I usually don't really like January much at all. And I kind of feel like it's a month of like nothing happening. It's really dark, it's grey, it's cold, and I've never really made the most of it. But this start of this year I was feeling very like, well, it's still the start of this year, but earlier this year I was feeling very like, I have so many goals I want to achieve and so many things that I want to do, but I don't often know like how to actually get there or like how to do it. So I decided to organise myself. I got a Notion board. I started waking up at 7. I have a habit tracker now. I'm reading Atomic Habits. You know, I'm doing all the things that are like sort your life out central. And I've really loved having more structure. I think as a freelancer / someone who just kind of works in isolation under the stairs, it really has really helped me to have like more of a reason to do stuff, or like more of a guide on like what I should be doing every day. And I think when you like plan things of like out of like what you want to achieve that month or that week, everything has been put into context. So when I'm just doing some sketching in my sketchbook, that is part of a bigger picture piece rather than just like, why am I sketching in my sketchbook right now, if that makes any sense. Anyway, this vlog is basically just going to be a little bit of a what I've been up to in January so far, and I don't want to put too much pressure on it because I already canned this video. So I was like gonna make this video about risograph and like a new riso print that I made, and it just like, I don't know what happened, I got in my head, it was just like not working. So I've reframed the video, and yeah, hopefully it'll be fun to watch. Thank you for watching if you're watching, and I hope you find it relaxing, and yeah, I'm sure I'll be back at some point to talk a bit more. Okay, bye. So the start of this year, we had a very amazing frost, and this is honestly my favourite weather ever. When like the whole ground is like solid with ice, you could like slip at any moment. It was exhilarating and it was just so nice. I think one of the main reasons it's just so lovely when it gets this snowy and cold here is that the snow and ice really brightens everything up. And England in the winter is like, literally it feels it feels like somebody has turned down the saturation on life for like 3 months. Like when I go for a walk in the morning, I'm like, God, it's so desaturated. Everything's like maybe a slight tint of green if you're lucky. Like there's just nothing happening. So this like freeze over just created like so much light and brightness, and it was so cold and fresh and just amazing. I hope you can tell by the footage how beautiful it was. I went to a exhibition at Aviva Studios in Manchester, and it was a David Hockney exhibition where he essentially speaks to you and takes you through his process and the journey of his life and art, and it was really incredible. When I did fine art, I always really wanted to make these rooms where you would just like exist kind of enveloped in the art and the colours and the light. So to be in a room where it was done to such an incredibly high standard, and it was just so serene and beautiful being in here, I just left feeling very inspired and like weirdly kind of reconnected to my old fine art self. Well, the kind of forced fine art self. Hello again. Yeah, so that was my January. I've just kind of had a nice time being a bit of a hermit and trying to set myself up for the year and set myself better habits. I think one thing that kind of being in isolation this much has kind of created is my perfectionism has been going like crazy at the moment. I don't know why, but like I've been really struggling to make work. I've been struggling to get things done because I've been feeling like it's not good enough. I've been seeing a lot lately this sentiment of create more than I consume, and I think I should also do that. It's just like I love looking for inspiration. I love feeling inspired. I love seeing all these different illustrators' amazing work, but I think it definitely comes to a point where I am kind of oversaturating my mind with like high quality stuff. I've set a visual standard that like I'm not near. And I think that's when like inspiration kind of becomes more of a problem than a driver or a help. So I bought a book. I bought a book called How to Be an Imperfectionist, which is going to come today. I'll let you know if that helps me in any way. I think it's just kind of part and parcel with being a creative though. I think we all have like such high standards for ourselves and also have such a like want and drive to make good work. But when it kind of gets to a point where it's stopping you making work, which in turn is stopping you getting to the point that you want to be, it's just like such a horrible spot to be in. I've been having this feeling of like constantly being in my own way, and I'm done with it. I'm done. So I think what I might do is I might try a day where I make bad art and just draw things like that are bad and see how that feels. And then, so what happens to me a lot of the time is when I'm illustrating something and I don't love how it's turning out, I tend to just drop it. I don't want to put hours into this and then in the end be feeling like it doesn't look how I wanted it to. But then in abandoning ship, I'm kind of destroying any chance of there being something good. But I'm also destroying any chance for practice, and I think it's really damaging. So I'm going to try and set an intention that when I'm creating something and it feels bad, to just push through and finish it. And like finish it in any capacity. We will see. I will keep you updated on my trials and tribulations. I hope that it's like somewhat relatable to any of you. And yeah, I'm just going to try and keep sketching and keep drawing. But most of all, I'm going to stop being mean to myself. I'm going to stop putting walls up. Because I'm like constantly setting myself little barriers and there's just like no point. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, well, thank you again. If you want to like the video and subscribe and do all of those things that I have to ask you to do, then that would be great. But no worries if not. No worries if not. That's my catchphrase. No worries if not though. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you all a lot. And I hope you have a wonderful day. You're gonna say bye, Patch. Bye, guys.